All right, so this is the third type of geometry problem and the last one that you might run into this year. And this again is focused on the perimeter piece. This one's nice though because they give us a diagram already. So the following rectangle has side length represented by 4x, which is why they have the 4x labeled over here, and 2x plus 3. And they tell us that the perimeter of this rectangle is 48 inches. So perimeter equals, I said 48, it's 84 inches. Use an equation to find the value of x, then determine the side lengths. All right, so a couple of things to do here. In this situation, because they are giving me x, I do not need to write a let statement. Notice in example 2, nowhere in that problem did they give me an x value to use. Same thing with example 1. Nowhere in there did they give me a variable. So that's the big difference here, and we have to take a moment to kind of talk about that, or to at least write that down. So we don't need let statements. We don't need let statements here because the problem gives us the variable. Right in their problem, they're giving us that x, they're using it in those expressions, which means that I cannot write a let statement for x because they already have x being something that I'm not sure of. But I can use the fact that they tell us that the perimeter is that 84 inches. And again, remember, perimeter means to add all the sides. So I'm going to add all the sides and set them equal to that 84 because that's what they're telling me the perimeter is. So I know that since this side of my triangle is 4x, so is this side. And I also know, let's actually scooch that down so it's not in the way. We also know that this side is 2x plus 3. So I'm going to use all that, add those all together, and set them equal to my perimeter to make an equation. So we have 4x plus 4x plus 2x. Make sure you are adding both the length and the width twice because there's 2 lengths and 2 widths. And that's equal to that 84. So just like in our previous ones, combine like terms to simplify your equation here. 4x plus 4x is 8x, plus another 2 is 10x, plus another 2 is 12x. And 3 plus 3 is plus 6. Boom. Get the 12x term by itself by subtracting 6 to both sides because that's the opposite of a plus 6. 12x carries down. My positive 6 and negative 6 cancel out. And 84 minus 6 is the same thing as 80 minus 2, which is 78. Get rid of the 12 being multiplied by x by doing the opposite of multiplication and dividing. And 78 divided 12, I think is 6, but it never hurts to double check. Oh, look at me. It's 6.5 actually, which is important that we checked. Okay. So we determined the value of x, but now we need to determine the side lengths. So to find the side lengths, kind of like in our previous lesson, to find the integers, we took that x and plugged it back in. We're going to do the same thing here. To find the side lengths, so this will be star star. To find the side lengths, take x and plug it back into the expressions. So we were told that we have side lengths of 4x and 2x plus 3. So we're going to use that. 2x plus 3 and 4x. We now know that x has a value of 6.5. 6.5. So we're replacing or filling in that x with the 6.5. 6.5 times 2 plus 3 is equal to 16. And 6.5 times 4 is equal to 26. So last but not least, the side lengths are 16 inches and 26 inches. All right, again, making sure that we answered the question with that answer sentence and so on and so forth. So again, these problems correspond directly with your homework problems. Example 1 is like problem 1, example 2 like number 2, example 3 and 4 are like the last one. So give those guys your best shot and make sure you submit some work for credit.